When I was promoted to captain, I was given a department phone, and it did not work where I lived. But the other issue was customer service. I had heard about FirstNet when it first came out, so I went ahead and had it put on my personal phone, and it changed my reception. Where I never had service before, I now have service with FirstNet. Portsmouth is located along what they call the 23 pipeline, which goes from Detroit from here to Huntington and Charleston. We have Shawnee State University here. We also have Southern Ohio Medical Center. That is one of our biggest employers within the city. And King's Daughters Medical Center, Ohio is another big employer. At any one point, our population can go from 20,000 to 25, 26,000. We have 36 officers, 5 detectives, 2 task force members. When I became the interim chief, the first official thing that I did was to switch to FirstNet. We are using the FirstNet hotspots in our vehicles for our mobiles. Upper command and detectives have FirstNet phones. The rest of our guys actually went and got it themselves on their own phones.
Coming down to the suspect now.
While we do have our radios in our vehicle as well as a mobile radio on our hip, sometimes it's more important for us to have communication by our computer. We tend to deal with a lot of theft calls. We deal with a lot of drug calls. When we had our previous carrier, we tend to have issues where the system would bog down. We were unable to connect to the internet, unable to run some of the important information that we needed to run.
Several years ago, probably about 10, we had an incident at one of our schools where a disgruntled husband went into the school and stabbed his estranged wife in the classroom. I was one of the first responding officers to the scene. Many of the parents who had gathered in the parking lot couldn't make or receive phone calls due to the congestion, everyone trying to use their phones at one time. If we would have needed to make a phone call, we wouldn't have been able to. Since we've acquired the FirstNet equipment, the phones and the mobile hotspots, our throttling issues have become non-existent.
I've been in law enforcement for 31 years and 27 of them with this department. And going to FirstNet was probably the best enhancement to any communication that I've seen in all the years of my law enforcement career.